Okay, so we've made it actually pretty far in the last video, but here might be a good time to kind of stop and talk about our colors. So this is technically kind of a paint by number because it's just shapes filled in with colors. I'm planning on adding, a little bit more detail. Right now it's a little too colorful probably, but hopefully we can kind of remedy that here soon. So I think one thing I wanted to do was I wanted to actually use the colors off of, let's see here, off of the Golden website for mine. You don't have to do that, but I know I'm going to be using these colors, so I think I might just go ahead and try and use these colors right away, which might be kind of hard to figure out this early in the process. But so I actually took screenshots of the colors. Here's some, here's one, and here's one. If I double click on these, you can tell like what they look like. So if we go back into Illustrator, maybe we'll just kind of make our own layer for this. I'm pretty much going to put them off to the side, so oops. I'm just going to drag it underneath that layer. So it'll be in layer 6. I mean, I can name this as well. I can name this layer. If I double click on that, colors, you can go through and name all your layers. I'm not going to, but you could do that. So file, place, I'm going to add in these screenshots that I took. I can do a shift and I can click on one and click on the bottom one while pushing shift, and it will click all of them. And then just do a place. So click, click, click. So I brought all those in. So I think what we could do is we could make our own color palette using these colors. Did I get all those in here? Seems like they're not. Oh, here. Okay, they're just stacked on top of each other here. So maybe I can just kind of grab all these and I'll just line them up so that they line up better. Okay, maybe I'll bring them down in size too. I'll do a Command G to group them, and then I'll push Shift, and from the corner bring them down in size so that they fit a little nicer in this area. So here's our swatches panel right here. It looks like kind of a box with divided up into little squares. I can expand this a little bit. We could probably make a new color group and name it Mural Colors. Push OK. So remember, this can't have any more than 10 colors. It's going to be kind of hard to figure this out, I think, but I do kind of like this chartreuse color, but I don't know if they make one. I also really liked, when I was just looking, I really did like this green color here, this Titan green. So maybe we could go with that. So I think if we use our eyedropper tool, we should be able to click on these, and we can get this here and we can drag it over our color group folder here, Mural Colors. So I got that Titan green in there. That's one color. I'm going to need some contrast, so maybe this Titan buff might be good. They also just have whites, which maybe I should put a white in there. Might be a good idea. So maybe I'll just new swatch, and we'll just do white is the absence of color on screens, so, or in ink, so we'll just put 0, 0, 0, 0. Oh, what just happened there? Ugh, that's ugly. So we have a white swatch in there. We're probably going to want that. Probably going to want it like a red or a yellow maybe. Some of these yellows are pretty nice. I kind of like this orange color here. So I mean, you could just go through and sample with the eyedropper tool and drag them over into your, oops, that went to the wrong spot. You can always just bring it down into the right spot by dragging it over. brought that color in. I'm going to click back on my eyedropper tool. I kind of like this yellow. Maybe it's not, maybe I should go with this kind of a yellow though. That's 3 colors so far, right? 1, 2, 3. So I guess I'll bring in a yellow. Click and drag that over there. This is going to be maybe kind of like a southwestern type palette. I think I'm going to do a darker red just for contrast. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we're probably going to want a dark green too, and a blue. So maybe this dark green here would be good. I don't know how this is going to end up turning out, but let's see. We'll do a blue. Maybe a dark, maybe kind of like a medium dark blue, like so that blue is kind of a nice, it's not so dark that it looks black, but it still looks pretty dark blue. And then we could, so how many colors is this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Let's do, maybe I'll just, yeah, maybe there could be a teal in there for a pop of color, for some bright color in there. I don't know if that's going to look good with this set of colors, but and then maybe like a neutral. Maybe we need to bring in like a brown color. It's kind of a nice reddish brown. Maybe it's a little too close to this color. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And then maybe we could bring in I don't know, maybe we could bring in another green color because I like green. So maybe we'll bring in this kind of green gold color maybe. So that's not too bad. One thing that is bothering me is that there's a lot of kind of darker colors, so that might not work out. I might need to bring in like a brighter red, or this might need to be, maybe that's the color I had. Maybe something like that. Or do I already have that? It's not much brighter actually, but I don't know, in this color, well, maybe we'll just leave it like that. I don't know. Kind of there's something about this color scheme that maybe I don't like, but I could probably spend all day working on this. Maybe we should try a different green. And then I'll just delete this green, maybe. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We have 10 there. That's pretty good. We don't have any purple, I guess. This is a kind of a nice purple color. We could try. We definitely have no shortage of like kind of dull, darker colors though. So I don't know. And we don't really have like a pure red color. I don't know. This could take a while to figure this all out, but I don't know. I guess a lot of the colors are pretty similar. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Maybe I'll bring in like this type of a color. I don't know. Whatever. I could probably end up spending all day doing this, but so if we click here, maybe we can kind of start to bring in some of these colors. I'm kind of going randomly. I'm going to use this tool so that I can select these things one at a time instead of grabbing the whole group. But I do want to keep them grouped. I think I'm going to make sure that these are one shape. So I'm going to use the Pathfinder tool. What did I just do? So if you go to Window, Pathfinder, we can bring these two shapes together that I have selected here on the canvas by pushing this uniting button, and that creates one shape. Now that's, as you can see, it's all one shape now. These will still be separate. I guess I'll bring, if I want to grab my individual elements, I need to grab my white tool, my white arrow tool. I can push down Shift, select both of these, and I'll unite them. So I guess we can maybe make these the same color. Maybe make these different colors here. I'm not quite sure how this is going to end up turning out. See how dark everything is? It's just not really how I wanted it to look. I think this red is not right. Let's see. So I'm kind of mimicking what I have on this side, and then we can maybe bring in some of this yellow. I actually really do like this yellow color. What would I just do? And then these two can maybe be the same color again. I don't know, it's pretty bland, really. Pretty bland color scheme. Not super happy with it. I don't know, color schemes are tough, especially when I'm trying to work off of plug in my computer here. But anyway, we could spend a while on this. Maybe I'll try and get that dialed in, and then I'll in the next video you guys can see what I come up with. But anyway, talking about colors, trying to adjust the color scheme can be difficult, so